anyone's still on the scene over there.
In Luton, these officers are en route to reports of a group of teenagers threatening each other. This town, like so many others, is grappling with a surge in knife crime.
There's a disturbance on the street between a male and female.
Officers don't know if any of the teenagers are armed, but they can't take chances.
They could have anything on them. If anything escalates and they take to pull out any implements they intend to use, then we could have an issue on our hands where someone is armed with an offensive weapon or a bladed article.
At the scene, the incident was resolved with no arrests. But in recent weeks, there have been 22 serious knife crimes across this small force, including stabbings and knife-point robberies. It reflects a nationwide rise in knife crime and growing concern that cuts to police numbers are helping fuel the violence. The Prime Minister has denied that police budget cuts are to blame, but a new Sky data poll reveals an overwhelming 77% of people questioned believe that police funding cuts are a major factor behind the rise.
Having more police officers will undoubtedly help in terms of tackling violent crime and knife crime, because there is greater visibility, greater presence on the streets, but it's only one part of the issue.
Back in Luton, even in the middle of a weekday afternoon, there's no let-up in knife crime. Reports of another stabbing, a young man found outside the area's main accident and emergency unit with a knife wound to his body. This officer, identity protected because of the sensitive nature of his work, said each stabbing takes him and his colleagues off the streets for hours at a time.
Within Luton itself, if we have one stabbing, it drains all our resources and we can be wiped out. There will be other jobs that come in that just won't get attended as soon as we'd like to attend them.
Overnight, another anti-knife crime operation, this one in central London, using portable knife arches to search for weapons. Not everyone happy to be scanned. Officers made a number of arrests.
You're searching me? It is twisting my hand. It's not twisting your hand. It is twisting.
But those involved in community projects warn the authorities cannot simply police their way out of the problem.
We've got to look at the root causes of this phenomenon and this national crisis of knife crime and youth violence and gang conscription, that we have to tackle it on a day-to-day local level with young people that understand the people that are coming in, like role models such as myself and so many across London that are trying to effect positive change in young people and decrease these incidents of knife crime and violence.
The Home Secretary says he recognises a wide-ranging and sustained commitment is needed to tackle the rise in violent crime. Today he'll hear some hard truths from some of the country's most senior policing leaders. Chief officers who are struggling daily with the strain the surge in knife crime is having on their forces.